So here's the thing: Raw happened, and it was better than Stomping Grounds. So that's fucking pathetic, right?
pretty bad.
Still happening in Washington. So Daniel Bryan getting inordinate amount of cheers despite being a heel. So that's a good response, right? I will give it to the people of Washington. They know how to react to things. Well, not know how. They react to things. So that's more than we usually get from crowds that are dead as fuck and wanting to kill themselves immediately upon watching anything happen.
It's like a room full of you, usually.
Yeah, this was the Raw after Stomping Grounds, and it started as we would expect with Seth and Becky coming out and basically, you know, celebrating their wins, I guess, you know, for lack of better words. But it didn't take long for boring Corbin to come out, or rather, to insinuate that he was coming out via his music, only to have Lacey attack Becky. I thought that was going to be it, but then, of course, boring did finally come out and did his thing. Proceeded to, and look, I'm not going to say that I was thinking what he said, which is shameful that I thought something Baron said, or rather was put in his mouth. But he said what I was thinking last night at Stomping Grounds. He said, man, Becky fucking saved you. Yeah. Basically called him a pussy.
Yeah.
A non-man, if you will. And then, you know, kind of used that as leeway to suggest a mixed tag for the titles at what's called Extreme Rules. Which I guess everybody saw coming a mile away. But, yeah, I was like, you know, I mean, this is... we live in a progressive fucking time. I'm not saying chicks can't save dudes. This is wrestling, you know, where dudes are supposed to be manly superhero types.
Cool
totally
guys.
got saved by Becky. Anyway.
I mean, you could argue that the rule bending, you know, kind of evened the ground. But no, he got saved by Becky.
No, he got saved by Becky, totally.
Wiener.
Total wiener.
With a non-impressive wiener to boot.
Anyway, I'm just going to ignore the fuck out of that. But anyway.
Yeah, you remember his wiener picks?
I don't care about his wiener picks, man. I don't want to remember Baron Corbin's wiener picks.
Not Baron Corbin. Seth Rollins' wiener picks.
I thought Baron Corbin had wiener picks. What the hell? Why did I see Baron Corbin wiener picks?
Oh, God.
Hashtag, is he sending me wiener picks? Anyway, wiener picks aside from fucking Baron's private DMs. Yeah, this was thankfully the last we saw of Baron. So that was good. And I guess, you know, in 3 weeks we'll see whatever fucking comes out of this. But yeah, the less Baron, the better. So this boded very well for the fucking Raw. Next up, we had Daniel Bryan and Rowan and the Revival team up against New Day and the Usos. I don't really know how this thing happened, other than the fact that all these kind of have histories together. I guess this was a match that happened. I don't know. Was there precedent for this match and I just missed it? Whatever the fuck. It was an 8-man elimination style match. The Revival ended up kind of sabotaging Daniel Bryan, which was kind of like a mixed bag because he was kind of the only interesting thing going on for a while. And then, of course, that just meant that people started not shutting up about having Daniel Bryan. And they're like, shut up, dude. We get it. He's from fucking Washington. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it ended up with them taking out the Revival once they kind of screwed over Daniel Bryan. They ended up taking out the New Day, and it was Revival versus Usos. I just got to say that I think the Usos won.
You think?
Yes. That's how much I remember this match. It's not that it was bad. It's just that I was, like, not interested.
Yeah.
So, like, why is this happening? The Revival Usos feud sucks. So, don't care about that. Daniel Bryan and Rowan just seem to show up wherever the fuck. So, don't care about that. You know, New Day and Usos were on the same team. So, like, it's not like you get to see them do super cool shit. Anyway, whatever. That was a thing that happened. Meh. I'll give it a meh. Next, I'll give something a fucking lame. And that's they announced that Braun and fucking, what's the stupid name? Bobby Lashley are continuing their little, you know,
oh, man.
One-on-one confrontations of masculinity and might. This time with a tug of war.
Oh.
So they show Braun prepping for it, right? And he's pulling an 18-wheeler. Or attempting to. He barely moves it, right? And this is supposed to be impressive. It's like, dude, shoot the 18-wheeler like full on from the back and show me that nobody's driving it or manipulating it or pushing it or whatever. Even if that's the case, even if it did move that thing an inch, corny, man.
Yeah.
Why would you tire your fucking body out pulling an 18-wheeler?
Risk pulling your muscles and shit.
Yeah, if you can pull an 18-wheeler and you can pull Bobby Lashley, it's not even something you have to prove. Just fucking do it. Licked. Corny as shit. But anyway, next up was something good, finally. And that's Miz TV. He had Truth and Carmella on. And Truth, of course, was understandably paranoid because we all know how many times he's dropped and regained that fucking belt. And they were about to break limits this go-round, unbeknownst to me. But yeah, he comes out and then says that his life's misery because of this thing, and he's always on it. And he's so good at playing a lovable dumbass that he's made this belt something that I can look forward to. Mm-hmm. Which, you know, at first I was trepidatious about.
Yeah, you're hating.
It's just, now I can be like, all right, as long as Truth has it, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he gets Drake Maverick out there. Or he doesn't get him out there. Drake Maverick comes out there and basically complains that his life is ruined because of what happened.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, he gained the belt, lost the belt at the wedding.
Lost his wife.
Lost his wife in the process, apparently. Anyway, he demands a challenge for the belt. And they even pass on the news to Miz that this is going to be no interference from anybody during that challenge. If Truth chooses to accept it, which he does, and it leads to the quickest defeat of Drake Maverick ever. Yeah. And immediately, once the match is done, which is like a second, a bunch of challengers come out and start chasing Truth again, right? And in that span, he loses it to like 5 billion times. I think it was 5 times he dropped it. So, let's see. The bell rings. It's an all-out attack. And we get... I wish I would have wrote them down. Did I? I did. I could have sworn I did, but I'm looking at my notes and I didn't. The point is, it's a barrage of fucking people. Cedric Alexander and others. At the ass end, it seems that EC3 has won this fucking thing. And then he loses it to Truth.
Loses his life.
And he looks like he wants to shoot himself.
Yeah.
And Renee just remarks on that. Like, oh man, look at him. And I'm thinking, yeah, look at him. That's not fucking fake. This is real. That guy's dying inside.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I do want to mention that they've kind of done this like thing with Drake Maverick being all depressed on social media, and you're like, dude, don't.
Yeah, you got a real depressed motherfucker on there.
Guy that's literally about to hang himself from a cliff.
So that was amusing, except for the EC3 part, because you know his heart is tearing in twain. So yeah. Anyway, at the end of all this, Drake is devastated. Drake Maverick is devastated. And he just plods away. Also suicidal, possibly in real life too. Anyway, it was funny, man. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. It was enjoyable. Can't complain about that. I won't say it was good. It was just, you know, it's just something that you look forward to kind of let the gas out of this inflating butt bubble that is Raw. Speaking of butt bubbles, Lacey Evans is backstage with Baron. I lied. He did pop up one more time. And it still was just really quick, though. They were just plotting that to get to Seth, they're going to get to Becky first. Makes sense. All right. We don't see either of them later. So, cool. I'm good with that. Again, the less Baron, the better. Next up was something that was, at first, very annoying. Drew and Shane came out, you know, and they were going to go up against Roman. And the whole thing was it was a 2-against-1 match. And it was explained that was the fucking match, right? But then Shane goes out of his way to tell the announcer to explain that it's going to literally be 2 people against 1 at the same time, which was already kind of implied anyway. So it was unnecessary, but whatever. It's annoying, the Shane spiel again. And, you know, after yesterday's win Sunday's win with Roman against Drew, I wish it would just finish this thing.
Yeah.
But that was not the case. So Shane and Drew just run roughshod on Roman. It's a beatdown, and it's kind of annoying after a while. You're like, it's just going to stretch out this shit. And then all of fucking blue, the gong hits, it goes dark, and then Undertaker's there. Now, look, I'm the first to tell you that Undertaker should be shot at this point.
I'm back.
He's not a good wrestler anymore.
No.
He's too old. He's too decrepit. He can't move. But I was so glad that he showed up. I was just like, yes, anything to take me out of this Shane misery.
Yeah.
So Undertaker proceeds to do the worst chokeslam of all time. He literally just picks a person up and they fall.
I saw that, yeah. It's pretty bad.
I was like, what the fuck is that, man?
It just kind of goes like this.
Yeah, they fall. They just, was it Drake? I mean, was it Drew?
It was Shane.
It was Shane. Whoever the fuck it was just fell from up here.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is that? He can't even bend over anymore? Then Undertaker, a.k.a. Underwear, proceeds to clear the entire ring himself somehow and saves fucking Roman. So look, I'm not one to defend Roman here, but he's in this place right now, so I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with Underwear coming in all fucking ancient and shit like a mummy and somehow defeating people that this guy had trouble defeating and or that he defeated soundly before. The fuck, this geriatric turd. You're telling me that this ancient beast is gonna beat these people? I don't know, but I was happy that he just stopped the whole thing from continuing. So we'll see where that fucking goes. I don't know where the fuck it goes. Anyway,
miserable for sure.
He does his fucking poses afterwards, and it's kind of cringy now. Like, dude, you're ancient. You don't have to do that hideous demon face anymore. Your face is hideous.
You look like a burst.
Then he gets down on his knee and, he does his little thing and he does this grunt that made me think that was not part of the theatrics. That was just him grunting because his hip hurt. It was a mixed bag because it was cool to see that shit in, but at the same time, come on, man. Can't buy this anymore. 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
It's like if you expected me to believe that Ric Flair had normal tits.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Them shits is stretchy as shit.
That being said,
it's like lava cakes.
That being said, if this does lead to kind of like a little 2-2-on-2 program, at least maybe they can freaking protect Taker from doing anything.
I guess
it's still terrible. Like,
except that he would probably, whoever he faces, either Shane or Drew. Come on, man.
It's not believable.
It's not credible.
Yeah.
Undertaker's not credible anymore. Well, he's more credible than CM Punk.
Oh, yeah.
Got beaten in real life. Come on, man. You suck. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, that was a thing that happened. And it was all right, I guess, just because it stopped Shane from chattering, doing stuff that he does now. Can't believe I hate Shane, man.
Yeah.
Took quite a while for me to hate Shane. I always loved Shane, but this thing, woo.
Stinky.
Anyway, speaking of stank, tug of war happened next.
Oh, man.
Look, man. Oh, I'm sorry. It didn't happen next. Actually, they teased it again with, this is actually worse than the tug of war actually happening. It's, they teased it with, what's his stupid name? I keep forgetting his name, man. Bobby Lashley. Doing his own form of practice for the tug of war. And he tied the rope around a foam pole and was pulling at it, and he was so strong that he ripped the fucking rope. Right? That was the thing. That's what happened.
Impressive. You just got a shitty rope.
Well, I mean, it's impressive if it was real. It's just fucking fake as shit, man. Anyway, then the tug of war happened. Boy, howdy, that stink up the room. Look, man, you got two monstrous motherfucking dudes, right? They're legitimately strong dudes. Have them actually do a tug of war. Don't fake a tug. Don't work a tug of war. It looks fake. Faker than fake.
Was this like a tape thing, or was it like...
No, it was in ring.
No.
An in-ring tug of war. They had to, make them cross over the line, obviously. And Bobby was pulling fucking Braun all the way over, and it was just fake. Okay, he's digging his feet into the ground, and they had to point that out because it looked fake as shit. Ropes all fucking loose and shit. Come on, man. Just do a real tug of... Look, this is how easy this is. Do a real tug of war and just come up with two different endings to your thing. If he wins, this is the ending. If the other one wins, this is the ending.
Be all for everything.
Yes, man. So anyway, fucking Braun almost gets pulled over, but then he just pulls Bobby over, and Bobby uses that advantage to just heel out on him and kind of beat him down. And, it sucked. This the point here. Fucking licked. Just fucking... Oh, God. It would have still sucked,
Yeah.
but at least just do a real tug of war for crap's sake. Come on, man. Sucked.
Why is that a thing that happened, dude?
Oh man. Anyway, let me see what I'm trying to read my fucking notes and I can't. This is how memorable this episode was.
Yeah, you
by the
already
way.
forgot. You literally saw it like an hour ago.
Anyway, yeah. Next up, we had AJ backstage, and he was talking about he wants to face the best, and that Ricochet shows that kind of promise, right? At this point, the Good Brothers come in, and you know, he basically chides them again for being kind of losers. By the way they come in is they're dancing in No Way Jose's conga line or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, and the fucking song is blaring all of a sudden, right? To the point where it interrupts AJ's reminiscing with the interviewer. And they look over and, okay, the conga line's coming. So I guess the music comes with him. I guess.
Yeah.
Right? But he pulls them out of the conga line. The conga line's not even left the fucking scene yet. And all of a sudden the fucking music just dead stops. Come on, man. At least have the music fade away or some shit.
Consistency here.
Anyway, he chides them for, being complacent again. And, of course, we all know that that's not really what's going on. But that's what they're playing at. And I guess that's good because they're giving them something to do. But we all know that's probably going to end nowhere good anyway. So, whatever. This just made them go, okay, well, we're going to do something and we're going to prove it to you. So they were up against the Viking Raiders. And at first I was kind of pissed off because it seemed that Gallows and Anderson were going to actually get put over the Viking Raiders, which would just deflate any fucking buildup that they've set up for these guys. But thankfully that was not the case. They got cocky, namely Anderson. He got cocky, and that ended up with the Viking Raiders taking advantage of that, and they won decisively. So I just got to say to that, Hengel, which means good, because really I don't care about their characters as they are right now. So if they just continue to build this and make it go somewhere, then I can care about them.
Yeah.
So good. It would have sucked if the Viking Raiders lost. Anyway, next up, we had like a little backstage segment where Naomi and Natty are kind of telling Nikki that Alexa is manipulating her. Nikki doesn't believe them. There's a little kind of altercation there, and this leads up to a tag team being set up. Or, I'm sorry, not a tag team, like a face-off between Naomi and Alexa being set up. So, okay, I guess, whatever. Next up, we had... this is pretty lame, dude. We had Mojo and Heath all of a sudden in the ring.
All right.
Like, when they cut to the ring, they were in the ring, and there was supposed to be a match between them. Why? No reason, because we know that there would be no match as that, and if there was, it would have sucked. Anyway, they're in the ring, and it's supposed to be a match between them, but they get interrupted by Truth being chased by a gazillion people, and this is actually where that interchange of fucking titles happened. I got ahead of myself. But, long story short, EC3 wants to kill himself. So that was fun, a continuation of that shit. Next up was something that probably, again, like the last encounters, I didn't expect it to be good, but, I should know better, I guess. And it was Kofi versus Sammy. Once again, KO and Sammy are questioning the validity of fucking Kofi's reign because he's always being helped. So this leads to Sammy and Kofi going off against each other. Of course, KO helps Sammy, and he ends up winning. Kofi ends up winning despite that, thus proving himself, right? Mm-hmm. But of course, KO just challenges him to take on him. If he's so good, then take on him too. So he goes up against KO and ends up winning too. So cool, right? Kofi's established. That's good. It was a good set of matches, especially between KO and Kofi. I didn't expect to have that much fun with him. I thought it was just gonna be a filler material, right? But it wasn't. It was good. But here's the real kicker: as Kofi is walking away celebrating, he's attacked by who? Samoa Joe. Out of nowhere.
Sam.
And Sam goes brutal on him, takes him down quite aggressively, leaves him there in pain, and the refs are taking him away, and then he comes back out, and Coquina clutches him to sleep. So I guess this is going to be the program now, which is good. I approve of this message.
You enjoy Sam?
I enjoy Sam, and he's, that's a high-profile feud if he's going to go into that, and Kofi's a good champion, so... Cool, man.
I just hope he doesn't hurt his foot.
Yeah, if Sam hurts his little foot again. Come on, man. Stop hurting your fucking feet, you fat lard. Anyway.
That's a lot of weight that has to go on those little feet.
That's true. He is he is a agile man for a big fella.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike us. So that was pretty cool, man. It sets up a lot of promising potential matches there. Cool. I like that. Next up was that Naomi versus Alexa thing, and it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Alexa won, and she kind of wanted to feed Naomi to Nikki, you know, because during the match, Naomi accidentally hit Nikki. So that was like more proof that these girls are against her, right? So she was trying to feed Naomi, defeated Naomi to Nikki, and Nikki wasn't having it. You know, she's kind of like, she's supposed to be a good girl, right? So I guess now, even though we all knew her as crazy before, but anyway, whatever. She didn't want to do it. At this point, fucking Natty comes out, and this all of a sudden becomes a tag team match. So that was weird. But anyway, it was a thing that happened. I can't say it was good or bad. They ended up winning again, and it was more like Alexa stole the win. Nikki actually got the person down for the defeat, for the count, but Alexa stole the win, so Nikki's kind of like, what the fuck? But Alexa's like, yeah, we're sharing in the wins, you know, so I guess this continues. The match wasn't great, is what I'm getting at. But, I don't know. We'll see where this goes. I'm assuming eventually a potential Nikki versus Alexa thing, which is good, as long as Nikki gets a shot at least, you know. But anyway, it all ended in a way that I could say was worth it. Not to say that the entire endeavor was meaningless. I gotta say it, though, man. You gotta cut that shit down.
Yeah.
2 hours, man. I will grant them that there was not a lot of filler shit, that there was actually matches going on, stuff going on, you know. But 3 hours is a lot of fucking time spending with a product that right now is not tip-top form.
Yeah.
2 hours, guys. Come on. Anyway, whatever. It was all worth it because at the end we had AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Usually these AJ dream match scenarios in WWE don't work out very well for us. I know some people loved some of them, but we were like, man, why?
Yeah.
You know, he's so good and they're so good. Why? This one was great. It was really good, man. This is a good start to something if they choose to go with it, which I hope they do, because this was a great face-off. And it started great, and then the Good Brothers came out, and I was like, what is this? This better not be a face turn, you know, right now, or a heel turn right now. That would suck. But they just try to interfere, I guess, to try to prove that they're, you know,
cool guys
or whatever. And AJ kicks them out, tells them to get the fuck out of there. So who knows where that's gonna go? Tension obviously there now, and then we got a legit match, and you know what? AJ won, which is what should have happened.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just like I won. It was like a hard hard-earned win, you know. And best of all, he kind of gave the rub off to fucking to old not the rub off, the rub. He jacked him off in the middle of it. He gave the rub a little bit to old fucking Ricochet, which of course we know deserves it. So that's cool, man. It was a good ending to quasi entertaining Raw. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, man.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it better than Stomping Ground.
You didn't want to kill yourself like EC3.
There was a lot less fucking barren. That's really what I'm getting at. And that alone made it more enjoyable. EC3 wanted to kill himself. Pretty sad, though. But, you know, can't live all the time, I guess. Anyway.
The Reaper comes for us all.
That was Raw. It was a thing.
Yeah, it was a little raw, but it was alright.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, man. I can't really complain all too much because these last 3 Raws have been better than tons of Raws for like years before. So there's that to compare it to. So whatever. They still got their work cut ahead. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I can't even. Whatever. Tell us what you thought about this Raw. A Raw that I forgot almost immediately. Despite notes.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Man, I'm EC3ing over here.
Yeah, you are.
Anyway, hit like, share, subscribe, those notification buttons because we're out.